What is up, my movie-loving friends? My name is Gilbert Yubara, and welcome back to the Attic Review. On today's episode of TAR, I want to introduce to you 5 incredible horror movies on Tubi that you probably haven't heard of, but need to check out immediately.
Beck, we gotta move, let's go!
What could be taking him so long?
Hello?
Most of these are horror comedies, but all of them are great films that the public hasn't really heard of, and I'm here to change all that. Without further ado, here are 5 horror flicks on Tubi to check out ASAP, starting with Dave Made a Maze. Dave is a depressed, down-in-the-dumps artist that decides to spice up his life by building a badass cardboard fort in his living room. But now he can't get out.
I'm lost.
It's cardboard.
I know, but it's much bigger on the inside.
It sounds oh so silly to his girlfriend and friends from the outside, but as soon as they step inside the fort, they are blown away by the complexity of this place. Sure, it's a cardboard box. What could possibly go wrong? Well, these theater Poindexters need to survive crazy booby traps, papier-mâché predators being turned into puppets, and a murderous minotaur that is hot on their trail. In the fort, though, we also explore Dave's feelings of not being enough, of being bitter and upset at his life not amounting to anything. Way more depth than I was anticipating, but it's nice to see, and it's also a sad relatability for some of us. Oh yeah, the whole time, Dave's nerd pals are trying to make a documentary. I love that film crew. Dave Made a Maze is funny, original, and a tasty treat for the imagination and senses. I highly recommend this one. Next up is the Jumanji-inspired horror fantasy comedy movie about a board game from hell called Gatlop. Oh, I know I fucked that name up.
Do me a favor, roll a 6.
4 buddies come together for a forced game night in the wake of Paul here's disaster of a marriage. Although Paul is a visible mess, all the friends are secretly dealing with some inner turmoil, and game night is about to be some brutal therapy for all these suckers. This is not a paint-by-number board game though. These questions and challenges are hitting deep and personal, and don't you even think about cheating because of the implications.
Because of the implication.
Each friend has something to hide and has a sin to carry, but they are very likable, so we are rooting for them to win. But why are we rooting for them to win? Well, if they don't win and finish the game by sunrise, then they're going to be forced to play the game for eternity. That sounds so shitty. The punishments are hilarious, and the questions/challenges test the group's friendship and their will to live. Some of you might be crazy enough to want to play this game. I'll settle for just enjoying it on Tubi. I think you'll like this one too. Next movie to check out actually has a very sweet side despite its dark title. And the title, Some Guy Who Kills People.
It's even being there.
Our guy knew his victim, knew him and hated him. It's hard to imagine what those guys did to him, but whatever it was.
No lie though, the title caught my eye, but then the premise grabbed my attention. A bullied guy looking for revenge? I can dig it. But there's more to this slasher than meets the eye, as we meet Ken Boyd, who was recently released from a psychiatric hospital after a failed attempt to unplug his lifeline after a lifetime of physical and emotional torment. And he honestly has every right to seek vengeance against these jerks. Just watch the movie and what they do to him. However, at the ice cream parlor where he works, a chance meeting reveals that he has an 11-year-old daughter named Amy. And now he has a chance to become a father to this young lady who adores him despite his flaws. Don't let that subplot deceive you though. There's gonna be some gory murders as the bullies get their just desserts. And as entertaining as those death scenes were, I've got to say, the sheriff might take the cake in this movie, as Wyatt Earp here is as awesome as he is clueless. This fucking guy. Some guy who kills people is as bloody as it is heartfelt. This film is going to pull at your heartstrings in between the murders. It's fun. 2 more movies to talk about, but any of these films here that you want a full review on, comment in the comments. Alright, meow. This one is not a horror comedy. In fact, it is a classic slasher whodunit, and it goes by the name of Boneface. I swear I always want to say Boner Face. The sights of a summer camp massacre leads a sheriff and deputy to an isolated diner where they have evidence that the killer is hiding in there. And now they've got to figure out who it is. Starts off fast with the slaughter, but slows to a tense heat as everyone is a suspect, and we ain't leaving here till the killer is revealed. Or the killer takes off, I don't know. Boneface is a great watch because of the 80s atmosphere and the intrigue of a slasher whodunit. I'll give it credit though, because it kept me off guard the whole time and guessing till the very end. If you like some mystery to go with your slasher, check out Boneface immediately and see if you can solve the crime. Finally, my favorite pick on this list and new guilty pleasure is the punk rock themed Uncle Peckerhead. Damn, what a title. Like many that saw the title and description, I was hesitant to watch this one. But I am so happy that I rolled the dice because this shit is rad. Judy and her bandmates need a bus for their first 7-day tour. And what do you know? This crusty fella here with a unique name offers to be their roadie and drive them around. Come to find out, Peckerhead, yes, that's what his dad named him. Where was I? Oh yeah, our friend Peckerhead here turns into a human-eating demon every night at midnight for about 13 minutes. But hey, come on, a ride's a ride, right? Right? Judy is apprehensive, but her 2 bandmates love the guy, and things appear to be going smoothly. Well, aside from a few violent hiccups, we'll say. Despite the tour going great, and the songs actually rock, there is something in the air that we can't tell if we're being paranoid or if Peckerhead is not as sincere as we think he is. I am so glad that I found this punker demon horror flick on Tubi. It's one of the funner ones on there. It's got the laughs, it's got the scares, it's got the jams. Enjoy the last 10 minutes, especially the last 60 seconds. Holy shit! And that's it for today's episode of Tar, and I hope you enjoy these 5 horror offerings from Tubi. They are worth it. And thank you so much for listening to all my rants and raves. It has been an absolute pleasure. Please like, comment, share your thoughts. Subscribe, follow, and tell some friends about the channel. My name is Gilbert Ybarra, and thank you so much for watching the Attic Review. Smile, Tiger.